Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. I am streaming as well, so you might be seeing some text, some chat messages on the screen. 9.0 X4 Foundations is finally out. So we are going to look into what is new with this update. This video here is going to be quite short. I know that every time I say I'm going to make a short video, it ends up being about an hour long, but I'm pretty sure that this will actually be a short video, because this is just a video that's going to sort of take you into the official Foundations 9.0 Empire update, what the devs or what Egosoft has themselves said about the update. I'm not going to go into what's it called? I'm not going to go into the patch notes or anything like that. We're going to read what is on the screen in front of me right now, and then the next video I'm going to put out, it's going to be actual gameplay. So there's that. And meanwhile, in the background, hopefully, you're going to hear the fantastic soundtrack called Rise of the Protectorate from in-game. So I'm playing from Steam right now because there's no sound from the game right now, because it's, well, never mind. Let's get started. So, and sorry for those of you who are watching on the stream, I'm going to read the exact same thing once again. I'm trying to do it a little bit quicker this time, but still. X4 Empire Update launch trailer and YouTube. Well, at YouTube. X4 Foundations 9.0 Empire Update is out now. We are very excited to announce that the X4 Foundations Empire Update 9.0 has officially launched. This free major update includes new features and sweeping reworks that improve how you interact with your empire militarily, strategically, and economically. We'd like to extend our sincere thanks to the community for your invaluable feedback during the 9.0 public beta, which has helped us make even more improvements over the past several weeks. In particular, your feedback has been immensely helpful in fine-tuning our update to the AI. Below is an overview of the Empire Update's features. For a deeper dive into what's in store, be sure to take a look at the 9.0 public beta announcement. For a quick rundown of the biggest changes, watch our 9.0 public beta announcement video. We might do that actually now. What's new in the 9.0 update? Combat improvements. We've made sweeping changes to every aspect of combat in X4 Foundations. This is the largest combat balancing update in X4's history. This update includes a full rebalance of hundreds of weapons, turrets, shields, and ships to add tactical depth, make more options viable, and address inconsistencies. Additionally, turrets are more accurate, AI pilots behave more organically, capital ship movements have been reworked, and much more. For more information about our extensive changes to weapons and ship balance, you can take a look at the thread in our beta feedback forum. You can do that on your own. I'm not going to do that. Carg recycling. S&M carg wrecks can now be recycled, leading to the production of allographene, or I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to call it allographene. Allographene, yeah. A versatile new ware usable in ships and equipment production. Allographene transmutes to replace any wear in the production process, providing an alternative means to address supply shortages. Since allographene production requires nevidium, this opens up new trade opportunities across the Gate network. Some NPC factions will also construct specialized recycling stations to utilize this resource. To hear more about Carg recycling, I'm not sure whether it's pronounced Carg or Carg, but I'm going to... Carg sounds a little bit Klingon, so I'm just going to use Carg. Recycling and other changes to the economy, you can visit the thread there. Ship's visual modularity changes. Engines and shields are now integrated into S&M ship's models. This change improves their appearance and significantly increases the variety of modules they can equip. This change leads to more deliberate, consistent visual identities for ships throughout the Gate network. Additionally, S&M ships' hardpoints locations have received a facelift, allowing a greater variety in loadout options. For example, Boron and Commonwealth ships can equip each other's modules, and they can now equip smaller weapons and turrets. Now, when this was first introduced and shown, there was a bit of debate about whether it was a good idea, this one right here. Obviously, there were two opinions about it, overall opinions. Those who thought that it would make the ships look better, more streamlined, didn't make him look so clunky, and I am on that part, by the way. The other said that with this change, the feeling that you actually change stuff out on the ship, that you could actually see you change the engine types, you could see you change the turrets and all of that, made it look just not useless, but indifferent. And I disagree on that. You can still see when you change the turrets and all of that out, but it doesn't look as weird, as clunky as it used to do, especially on some of the, I think it's one of the Argon frigates or corvettes. When you put on the turrets, you just have these massive squares sitting on the side. It looked really silly. They look really good now, so I agree. Also, I don't know if they're going to get into that here, but they have made a dedicated missile, torpedo, whatever you want to call it, rocket position. We can look at that when we get into the game, on some of both the S and M ships, if I'm not mistaken, but definitely the fighters, they have gotten that. And again, some people were for it, some people were against it. I am for it. I think it helps define which ships can actually hold missiles, torpedoes, all of that, and which of them can't. So I think it's a good change. I seriously do. And also, for the most parts, it makes the ship look more... If you don't care about that, that's fair enough, but I do. It makes them look more symmetrical, so you don't have sort of a turret, a missile thing, and then a turret and a turret. Sorry, not let's say a pulse laser, a missile turret, a missile pod, whatever you want to call it, missile thing, whatever, and then a laser and a laser. It just makes them look weird that you have. And you can make it symmetrical if you wanted to do it yourself, but I think this makes it more reasonable. I like it to change, but some people don't. All right, let's see. Yeah. Additionally, S&M ships' hardpoint locations have received a facelift, allowing greater variety in loadout options. For example, Boron. Yeah, I read that, but they have changed that as well. Priority orders. By popular demand, this update introduced priority orders. This new UI functionality allows instantly responsive RTS-style orders to be issued, immediately overriding all other orders. No. I think this formulation, I know what they're meaning, but this is not true. Let me explain it when we're finished with reading this, because they may explain it further down. This dramatically improves the flow of fast-paced strategic situation, eliminating the need to configure order lists and making ships act immediately. Orders can be issued and queued from the map using Shift right-click, while priority orders can be sent via Control right-click and queued using Control Shift right-click. These modifiers can be used in any combination to queue and priority queue orders in the order menu. Need to trade to pick up a nearby lockbox and for its escort to attack a target near it. Priority orders allow you to issue the command swiftly and without disrupting your existing order. Okay, they say it there. Yeah, so what priority orders basically do is they don't override your orders in particular. So you already know now, if you have followed the channel or even played X4 yourself, that whenever you give a ship an order, you will put that order into the queue, and then you'll put another order into the queue, and you'll put another. You can, for example, do a lot of trading back and forth. I can show that when we get into the game with one of my ships. If for whatever reason it may be, you discover something that you need your ship to do right away without destroying your order queue, you can use priority order. So you can think about it like this. Let's say you have a ship that is picking, let's say you have a destroyer that is rescuing some of your crew from a destroyed cargo ship, whatever. And suddenly you see a lot of cargo coming to attack your other cargo ship. Instead of having your ship, your destroyer, attack it, and then just you have to reset the order for the rescuing, you use priority order to attack the cargo. So what will happen is, and we can see that in game if the occasion arises, you have all of these orders to rescue your crew, and you use priority order to attack the cargo. The destroyer will then go and attack the cargo, and when it's finished killing the cargo you have, or whatever it might be, the regular orders will take over again. So they're just put on hold, if you will. That's why they're called priority orders. It's a really nifty feature. I haven't used it as much as I probably should, because I'm still figuring out actually how to queue things, and sometimes you override things, and it's there is a little bit of learning here now. One of the things that they have put in that I am not sure I understand really why, given the nature of the game, but it's pretty cool anyway, is the ship showroom module. We can take a look at that when we get into the game. We've added a new module with the 9.0 update, the ship showroom. This module allows players to store and display their favorite S&M ships on stylish landing pads. One or more ship showrooms can be attached to existing player-owned stations, or even combined into a showroom complex to display a more extensive collections. Try finding one of each ship. UI changes. Adjustment to the UI's visual style have touched all areas of the game, and we've paid special attention to improving the map screen menus. We're going to take a very hard look at that. These adjustments to the map screen's layout and style aim to improve readability while preserving the overall information structure. For more information about the UI changes we made, you can read the beta feedback forum. You can do that if you want to. Better NPC station designs. In previous updates, we enabled NPC factions to construct larger stations. Following those changes, the 9.0 update gives NPC factions the ability to utilize and expand upon predefined construction plans. Stations based on these designs will be more visually coherent and elaborate, and they allow our designers to populate the gate network with stations that more strongly reflect faction identities. I haven't noticed that really, so it's sort of extensively, but I think I have noticed it. It's hard to sort of really get a grip on whether a station looks the way it does because it's a new part that's put in, or it was already there. Alright. Mining region overhaul. We've completely overhauled how resource areas are managed, achieving several goals at once: better performance and memory usage, more developer control over resource distribution, and more dynamic resource gameplay for players. Resources are now localized rather than spread across the entire region. Additionally, when a resource area is depleted, new resources may emerge at different locations within the region. This creates a new dynamic around mining operations in which resource areas must be discovered before they can be exploited, leading to fluctuating resource availability as miners automatically seek efficient mining locations. We have also removed the influence of resource probes on mining efficiency. Resource probes now indicate to miners where to focus their efforts, enabling players to optimize their refining and defensive setups without feeling pressured to micromanage resource probes. For a closer look at the new resources system, visit the thread in the beta. Thank you from all of us at Egosoft for playing X4 Foundations, and we hope you enjoyed what we've done with the 9.0 update. The Empire update might be out of beta, but as you know, we never stop working on the game, so please keep sharing your feedback with us and we'll keep listening. Thank you. So these are the overall changes for the mining region overhaul. I can say I haven't really noticed the change, but when we look at it, we might notice the change really. But I definitely noticed the change with resource probes. One really cool feature that they added while it was in beta, I think it was actually close to one of the release candidates, was that you can assign a ship to be a prospector. So what it and basically any ship you want. So if you want to make a if you want to have one of your Raptor carriers prospecting, you can certainly do that. But what that ship will do, it will fly out and find a really nice mining spot, and then it will poop out a resource probe and go to the next area. One thing that I haven't noticed, one thing that I haven't figured out yet, that's something we need to notice when playing the game, is whether resource probes have a defined lifetime. I've heard some people say that they do, but most people say they don't. But what I have noticed is that they seem to lose a life, or whatever you want to call it, hull. Whether they die out completely or what goes on, I'm not really sure. Maybe the hull is a reflection on how much there is in that area to mine. I'm not sure. I really don't know. But we'll check it out in the when we get into the game. All right, people on YouTube, this was a 17-minute long video. Yeah, I actually managed to make a short video. I hope that you enjoyed it. It was just a short update on what is new in the Empire update, Foundations 9.0 for X4. If you want to see more of the gameplay, then you can visit me on Steam. I'm called Mike's Basement X, but basically just Mike's Basement. I try to stream as often as I can. I do have a plan, and I do think I have a schedule, but as of now I can't really follow it, so I'm sorry about that. Other than that, if you like this video and if you want to see more content about X4, then don't really hesitate liking and subscribing to the channel. And like I said, if you want to follow what goes on live and you want to interact with me and ask me questions that I'll try my very best to answer, then don't hesitate to visit on visit on Twitch. All right, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.